put it into park here. Let me shut it down so we can talk a little bit easier. So first thing I'm going to notice, just looking at my screen, we will look at the dyno screen here in a second, we're going to see that that knock retard almost but all went away. So looking here, no knock retard up top, and just a touch of it right here in that mid-range. So when we run ethanol, we can run more spark timing and we gain some more power. So we should see a power difference here. Let's take a look at our dyno graph. So we're seeing here 530 horsepower and probably roughly about 550 to 60 torque. We can see what that looks like right here. So some of that gain. So unfortunately, we're not seeing a larger jump in power, but we are seeing about maybe a 10 or 15 horsepower jump. Now the ethanol content's low, and I'd anticipate if we had 70% or 60%, we would probably be closer to about 550, 560 wheel here on the mainline dyno, which is still respectable because it's about 10% less than a dyno jet. So we'd be in the range of low 600, high 500 wheel horsepower out of a stock engine with just simple blower installed. That's excellent. So let's take a look at a couple other additional things. What we're going to do is try to gain some more top end power here with this lower content level. We're going to see if we can sneak some more timing in here at the higher RPM. We can see it goes up and then it comes down. We're going to add some more timing and the ethanol content compensation spark table, see if we can pick up some power here, because I think there's some hidden power. Few things to look at. One, let's look at our chart versus time, making sure here that we are good. So our pressure, our actual and our desired are tracking, meaning we're not dropping pressure. We look at our duty cycle, it's only been bumped up here just a tiny amount with that higher ethanol content, maybe another 2% duty cycle. We have plenty of fuel, so we could handle 70 to 85% ethanol content if we could get our content up that high. Unfortunately, we're not going to see that here in this tuning session. So let's look at a couple additional things. No torque management kicking in. Throttle is staying open the whole entire time. Now looking here, another factor I wanted to take a look at here is that our EQ ratio is 82. We're at 83 right here. Our EQ ratio error here is very minimal, about a 1%, less than a percent difference right there. And our GMVE open loop, that's going to be how much we need to edit or modify. Our virtual VE is pretty much dialed in, plus or minus a couple percent right there. What's the note about this is, again, when we're looking and we're running an ethanol content sensor, our fueling gets dealt with based on that ethanol content registering to the engine control module what that content level is. It looks up what the new stoich is for that ethanol blend. It multiplies the command at lambda by that stoich air fuel. We get then our target air fuel from that. Air mass divided by target air fuel gives us our fuel mass. The fuel mass converts in an injector pulse width based on all the injector data, and we automatically compensate for the ethanol without having to do any fuel tuning. So as long as everything is in order and programmed properly, you'll see exactly what we're finding here. No fuel tuning once we've dialed everything on pump gas, petrol fuel. That's always what I'd like to do. Do everything on petrol, then jump here to ethanol. So just to see kind of an experiment here, because we're not going to really be able to do a whole lot more in terms of our tuning or seeing any kind of further power gains, because again, we don't have our content high enough. I'm going to just see what's going to happen here. I'm going to just try one thing and we'll flash it into a pool and just experiment here. If we go to flex fuel.
Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here. And you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.